Hello, I'm Gary Bakke. Today I want to talk a little bit about some things for you to think about if you're considering representing yourself without a lawyer in a divorce case. The legal system refers to this as being pro se. Many people have done so successfully, and you may be able to do so too. But there have been some disasters where people have ended up with significant problems that could have been avoided if they'd been competently represented. If you're considering representing yourself, obviously the cost of a lawyer is one of your concerns. Legal representation can be expensive, and even a simple divorce is frequently a few $1,000s. And this cost comes at a very difficult time in your life. We understand that. Another reason some divorcing parties choose to represent themselves without a lawyer is that they don't want to relinquish control of this process. That's probably not a good reason to go it alone. You and your lawyer should be able to discuss and decide on an effective approach that you're comfortable with. When litigants feel that the process is spun out of control, it's usually because of the strategy or tactics being employed by the other side. You and your lawyer will have to respond to the other side, whether you think their approach is appropriate or not. You have almost no control about how the other side approaches the case, but you and your lawyer have total control over how you respond. Let's talk about those situations where you might consider representing yourself. What situations are most likely to be successful? Obviously, you have to be intelligent and capable of reading and understanding legal documents. Short-term marriages frequently present less issues than longer-term marriages. If there are no children, it's easier. If there's no real estate owned, it's easier. If there are no retirement funds or assets, it's easier. And if there are no business interests. It's important that there be no history of spousal abuse or physical or emotional abuse, and that there are no special needs or disabilities. The people that should not consider this are people who have a history of abuse or threats. The statement such as, if you're going to do this, you're going to be very sorry, is an indication that it's not a good time to go it alone. Valuing a business is a very sophisticated process. Valuing a pension or profit sharing plan is sophisticated, and dividing it requires some very specific and technical documents. If there are disputes relating to the custody of children or child support, that's an indication that you really should have professional help. There is help available to draft documents and to work through the process, but you should remember that if you have that sort of help available to you, it is not representation of your individual interests. It is simply help with the process. I wish you luck, and I recommend that you consider consulting with an attorney before you embark on this endeavor.